In the floating city of Aerith, where the horizon kissed the tempestuous sea, and the sun seemed to play hide and seek behind dark clouds, life thrived in a delicate balance. The city was a marvel of engineering, a tapestry of shimmering glass and steel, suspended above the roiling waves by an intricate network of buoyant technology. But beneath this beauty lay a brewing storm, one that threatened to shatter the fragile peace of Aerith. Chon, the architect of chaos, stood atop the highest spire of his grand design, a twisted smile curling upon his lips as he surveyed the city below. He was a man of ambition, a genius whose mind worked in ways that others could scarcely comprehend. Yet it was not the brilliance of his intellect that drew admiration, it was the darkness that dwelled within him. John had spent years crafting a device, a weather manipulator that could bend the elements to his will. With it, he could plunge Aerith into eternal darkness, a realm where fear and despair reigned supreme. The thought thrilled him, sending shivers of excitement down his spine. As the winds howled around him, John felt the weight of his plan settling like a heavy cloak upon his shoulders. He envisioned the chaos that would ensue, the citizens of Aerith, once vibrant and full of life, reduced to mere shadows of their former selves, wandering aimlessly in a world devoid of light. He reveled in the thought of their despair, the power it would give him, and the legacy he would leave behind. But first he needed to ensure that no one stood in his way. Meanwhile, down in the heart of Aerith, Jim, the humble lighthouse keeper, was busy tending to the great light that guided ships safely through the stormy waters. He was a man of simple pleasures, content to watch the waves crash against the rocks below. But he had always held a keen interest in the workings of the city. It was during one of his routine inspections that he stumbled upon something that would change his life forever. As Jim climbed the spiral staircase of the lighthouse, he noticed a flicker of movement in the shadows. Curiosity piqued, he followed the sound, leading him to a hidden chamber filled with blueprints and strange devices. As he examined the intricate designs, his heart sank. It was John's weather manipulator, a device capable of unleashing storms that could obliterate the city. The realization struck him like a bolt of lightning. John intended to plunge Aerith into eternal darkness. Panic surged through Jim as he scrambled back down the stairs, his mind racing. He needed to warn the others, but who would believe him? John was a respected figure in Aerith, and his plans were shrouded in secrecy. As he reached the bottom of the lighthouse, he spotted Anna, a skilled navigator with a reputation for her adventurous spirit and sharp instincts. She had a hidden past, one that whispered of secrets and shadows, and Jim hoped she could help him. "Anna!" Jim called, his voice rising above the sound of the crashing waves. "You need to listen to me. John is planning something terrible." Anna turned, her keen eyes narrowing as she studied Jim's expression. "What do you mean? What have you found?" Jim quickly recounted his discovery, his words tumbling over one another as he explained the device and John's intentions. Anna's brow furrowed in thought, and for a moment the weight of the world seemed to rest upon her shoulders. "If what you say is true, we must act quickly. John won't hesitate to unleash his chaos." Just then, Ash, a rebellious storm chaser known for his thrill-seeking ways, joined them. His wild hair whipped about his face as he approached, eyes sparkling with excitement. "What's going on? You both look like you've seen a ghost." "Worse," Anna replied, her voice grave. "John is planning to manipulate the weather to drown Aerith in darkness. We need to stop him." Ash's expression shifted from amusement to seriousness. "Count me in. I've chased storms before, but this is something else. We can't let him get away with it." As the trio formed an alliance, an unseen force began to weave its way through the city. Eli, a curious street artist known for his vibrant murals, roamed the streets with paintbrush in hand. Unbeknownst to him, his art was becoming a canvas for secrets. He painted scenes of storms and shadows, unaware that each stroke of his brush was revealing clues to the very device that Jon had created. Eli's latest mural depicted a swirling tempest, vibrant colors clashing against dark hues, a reflection of the turmoil brewing in Aerith. He stepped back to admire his work, oblivious to the whispers of fate that danced around him. As he painted, the winds howled and the clouds above grew darker, as if mirroring the chaos that was about to unfold. Back at the lighthouse, Jim, Anna and Ash gathered their thoughts, formulating a plan. They knew they had to find John's device before it was too late. "We need to locate the source of his power," Anna suggested, her voice steady. "If we can disable the weather manipulator, we might stand a chance." Jim nodded, determination etched on his face. "I can help. I've spent years studying the workings of the city. I know where John likes to hide his secrets." As they prepared to embark on their mission, the city of Aerith hung in a precarious balance. Unbeknownst to them, John was already aware of their movements, his eyes watching from the shadows. He relished the game of cat and mouse, the thrill of the chase igniting his dark ambitions. With the storm brewing above, a sense of urgency filled the air. The fate of Aerith rested not only on the shoulders of three unlikely heroes, but also on the unsuspecting artist whose creations held the key to unraveling the mystery. As secrets began to intertwine and alliances formed, the city teetered on the brink of chaos, and the whispers of shadows beckoned them all closer to a reckoning that would change their lives forever. Like and subscribe for Chapter 2.